more so than other games?
Oh yes, man, because this one of the big ones that's going in terms of how we play all year, man, with a big rivalry and tough opponent, and no game like this is like no other, man. So it's great to be in a game like this, man, and can't wait to compete and see what's going on Saturday.
Another game, another group of big receivers in this one. Can you talk about kind of the process of you guys as a secondary and tackling and the work that's gone in there?
Yeah, it's never a big group of receivers and another group of talented receivers we got to face against, man. But at the end of the day, it's up on our end and see what we up against. So it's good to get some experience throughout the season to face some other good talented receivers. But this is another deal, another day in the gridiron, man. And at the end of the day, just leave it all in the field and come Saturday and most importantly, tackle.
Curtis Bolton had talked about how you guys are being more intense in practice, that tackling has been a focus. Is that the same with you guys in the secondary, that this has been kind of your more, physical practice that you've had?
Oh, yes, most certainly, man, because we all want defense, and that's what we need, and especially in a big game like this. In terms of win, who is the most physical opponent, and that's where we need to be, and that's what we need to show more in the field, and it starts in practice. So, and it's good we got good drills today, good physical drills, and we're tackling. So the good things started early and throughout the week.
The Golden Hat, what's it like to have it in Norman and then fighting for it to stay in Norman?
Oh, man, it's a great traditional Golden Hat, man. Love to see it here back in Norman every year, man. Texas, they're a great team, and they have the previous years before a time when we had it, but it's always comes home at the end of the day to Golden Hat. That's a great feeling, man, just to have it on the end of the game and show off with it, and just to bring it back home to Norman.
What is it meant to kind of have Trey Brown emerge for you guys too? Because he seems to bring a physical presence, a playmaker presence. That seems maybe like for secondaries a lot of times that's contagious.
Oh man, I love Trey Brown, man. He's such a good fit for us, especially of us three corners. And we play a long game, man. A lot of snaps. It'd be hot out there, so it'd be good for another competitor like Trey Brown to come on the field that know what he's doing, that can fit in right in the fire and not panic and make good plays. So I love that dude, man. The way he comes in and leaves out on the field for us to help us win football games.
You've been a guy the last couple of years that's come up with some turnovers. Have you been surprised that maybe that hasn't, kind of been more contagious?
Man, just the feel of football and the feel during the game, and we just got to get more of that feel and force some more turnovers in the game. So, just the intent, man. We got to have to want to make more turnovers. So, I just got to keep making turnovers, and I'm sure it's going to fill in somewhere else, as it did already throughout the season. So we just got to keep working, keep competing.
How much better do you think Ellinger is going to be this year than the previous year?
Oh man, I think he's a lot better. Just watching film, he looks a lot better. He knows what's going on. So man, he's a worker, man. I love that dude, man. Ways he bring the energy to the Texas football team, and the ways he keep it going. They've been fighting all season, man. So no doubt in mind that they're going to fight against one of the biggest rivals of the year and the most important one. So no doubt in mind they're going to come in and fight and make sure he brings a lot of heat with his team.
Trey was talking about, when you have the 50-50 balls, especially against the big receivers, you have to have a certain mentality. How would you describe that?
Trey Brown don't know
Yeah,
what.
Trey Brown.
Trey Brown, yeah, man. You got to have that intent, man. And them 50-50 balls, either you or him. We want to make the best out of the play. So it's who want the intent to kill, man. So we just got to make the most of them 50-50 balls and at our end to do our job and come out on top. And that's much more important.
How important is that, especially in being able to come out with a victory, that y'all win the majority of those?
Oh man, we got to win them all for us DBs. We got to win them all from start to jump. One can kill your confidence, man, but it's how you overcome adversity. So, at the end of the day, we just keep fighting, man, keep getting them 50-50 balls, and make sure we the best ones and competing on top.